guess for me, my philosophy on teaching has only just really evolved more in understanding that students really do rise to the occasion. I think that was something that I really learned, and I think I will conclude knowing that if I set that bar high, there will be students who can rise to it, and if you know how to challenge those students in the correct way, everybody can get there. So I think that was something that I really learned through this experience, and that's probably something that I would change in my philosophy of teaching is that yeah, everyone can do it, and that you have to just keep on pushing for them to go further. And I think I also developed more understanding of what group work could look like in both working as a group as teachers. I think that was really something that I benefited from. I think I would like to collaborate in the future with other teachers because I think that actually made the teaching and the teaching experience more enjoyable for me, and also the students learned way more because it wasn't just coming from me. And I think also the fact that they also could learn from each other in their own collaboration was something that was really strong.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything that Caitlin just said, and I don't want to bore you by re-explaining that over again, but something that I've always had in my personal philosophy of teaching is creating relationships with students, because I knew when I was in grade school, if I respected that teacher, I would work hard, I would learn as much as I could and ask them for help because I felt comfortable and accepted, because they returned that respect to me and they actually cared about me. And I want to do just that, and I practiced this philosophy at the lab school, and just showing, like, yes, I do know your name, and yes, of course I'll help you, and do you have any questions? Because sometimes at first they might be a little afraid to ask, and if you just offer that help right away, and they can see, oh, so you actually care about what I'm doing, and you want to see me succeed, and they may not know that's what's happening, but subconsciously that they know that you care about them. And my philosophy has only grown, that creating relationships is a huge, absolutely integral part to being a successful teacher, because if you just kind of create a wall between you and the kids, and you know, I'm the teacher, I'm the almighty powerful one, and you guys just sit back and you better do good, that kind of attitude it won't work at all. And you have to create some kind of meaning between you and another student. And of course it's hard. You're going to have a lot of students, and you're going to have to learn all their names, and you're going to have to learn all their learning styles. But it's so worth it when at the very end they can show you, they may not tell you I've learned this, and this, but they can show you they learned this, and this, and their growth. And when you see that, that's why we want to be teachers.
Again, I would just agree and reiterate, keeping the bar high, keeping your expectations high, and the students will rise. Relationship, even before this experience, that was definitely a key philosophy for me, because I just seen that happen over and over again in every teaching experience I've had previous to this, just teaching kids in dance class, that kind of thing. People don't care. The students won't return energy unless they know that you care, basically. And I know that that's critical, and I definitely saw that play out in this experience. And really, with the amount of time we had, I think Patrick was talking about breaking this down between the three of us. It was like 10 hours of contact time, and then splitting that between the three of us teaching. And so it's difficult to develop those relationships in that short of time. So I really look forward to an opportunity to have a class where I get that quality and sort of long-term time to develop, because it doesn't take too long, but it does take some effort, and all the extra effort that we went to. I think initially even the silly movie kind of showed them that we were approachable, and that our expectation was to really have fun, but have them learn a lot, and it was a lot of work, but we accomplished that by putting those extra hours in. And as a teacher, I think that my philosophy is going to be, if I reach a point where I don't feel like I want to make those extra efforts anymore, I should probably be looking for a different profession, because that's what it takes to be a teacher, and a good one.
So my professional goal is to currently graduate in spring with my teaching license and hopefully teach at a secondary level. I hope to really develop those relationships with the students, because I think that's really just making a difference in the students' lives is so important to me. To showing that I care and believe in them. I think my experience previously with City Year really was something that I had where I was actually very involved in the students' lives, besides just their academic lives, and I think that those personal relationships really matter. So as a professional goal, it is really about making those relationships with those students wherever I do end up teaching. I hope to really work with students who are at risk and in need, possibly in an after-school program that I can help create for something in the future. Personal goal is that I stay in the area, because I really love Fort Collins and the surrounding areas. I just like living here. So.
I also want to teach at the secondary level, preferably high school, just because I know that was my turning point when I was in high school. It was like, wow, I really love art. I really love what I'm doing all the time, and I want to keep going forever and ever and ever, because I know this is what I want to do, and I want to give that same kind of inspiration to others. Like, you can do this, and you're good at it, you're great at it, and you should pursue it. And magic happens sometimes. And my personal goals, these are related to the lesson plan and unit plans, but definitely working on inquiry questions, because as Caitlin has already said too, inquiry questions are really difficult for me still, but I can definitely see myself growing and getting better. I just have to keep doing it more and more and more, which is just, as the saying goes, practice makes perfect, and I'm still reaching for perfect, as always. I could also always improve on management. I think that's a never-ending goal for teachers, that could always be improved management. And also always just making those relationships even stronger and stronger, even if you've built a good solid one. How can you make it even more personal and more substantial?
Personal goals, graduating, right? I think my plan and intent is to continue with the master's program, because ultimately I would like to work with non-traditional adult learning, so I'm do a master's in adult education. Like to stay in the area possibly, but I'm also open for travel. I'm not really sure exactly what direction I'm going to let things